And welcome back here on adobelive.com for the last night shift of this 3-day stream about graphic design. Welcome, Victoria. Victoria Ivaldy is with us for this last segment of this 3-day stream. It was, wow. I mean, by the end of this stream, we will have streamed 24 hours of incredible content. So, 8 hours plus 8 hours plus 8 hours, that's 24. Yeah, I can still do the math. Yeah. So hello everyone in the chat. Welcome back. For the next 2 hours, we're going to be with Victoria Ivaldy, a graphic design student from Barcelona.
Yes, that's it. But studying in Barcelona, but French.
But you're French, right? Yeah, and we will hear that lovely French accent. So in Barcelona, can you tell us a little bit about what you study there, what you do there?
Yeah, I'm studying graphic design in Elisaba, in a design school in Barcelona. And now I'm in the last year, and I'm studying graphic design, but I have a keen eye on editorial.
On editorial design, yes.
Yeah, that's it.
And let me move to your screen because I think you have your Behance page open.
Yeah.
Let me see and go over there right away.
Yeah.
And so this is all your work that you've published there.
Yes, that I've been saying yesterday. I used to approach my work on ironic tone, and I use a lot of colors and funny contents to make all my works. And I was doing like a magazine yesterday and past yesterday. So we're gonna finish to work on it, and it's a magazine called Free. For women to happily as a source of inspiration, it's an unconventional contents. It's made by an unconventional contents, and the benchmark is to rediscover fashion by new position, by new movements. No, so yesterday, for those who doesn't see the work.
Yeah, so for those of you who are interested to see what we did in the past 2 days, on adobelive.com, there is always the replays tab down below that you can hit and see all of the replays of this incredible 3-day stream on graphic design live from Paris. And yes, we're live from Paris, and that means right now it is 10 p.m. And this is why we call this the night shift, from 10 p.m. to midnight. Victoria, back to you.
Yeah. So this is what I was doing since these 2 days, and so I was doing a report about Armin Murbach, which is an art director and photographer, and I was working on this reportage, doing a transition about African fashion, about all the photographers who work with African models. And I made I end with the gallery. So.
And as you can notice, Victoria is using a 7-column grid.
Yeah.
Today we also had Eric work on a magazine spread, and he used 8 columns. So you could immediately see the difference between the balance of 8 columns and the imbalance of 7 columns. So that's a very important point when you construct your grids to create your layouts. Think about how you want to what it is you want to convey with your layouts.
That's it. So I was talking about some parameters in my first video, in my first day, about the investigation phase, which is 50% of the process. You can find in the 10 first minutes of the first day of graphic design what are some points to take account before to create a magazine now. So today I'm gonna repeat like the methodology of work you have to follow before to design a magazine. Like for example, doing the investigation. In the investigation, after you have to think about the naming of the magazine, which is related with the logo. After taking account the values you want to transmit, you have to determine the size of the magazine, and after the typography, like cooperative, and I advise all the people to use like 3 typography maximum on the publishing. After you have to generate a grid system. Yesterday someone asked me what is the layout, so I put an image about what you can do first, what you can sketch about thinking about your grid system now. Where is the advertising, where are gonna be the image, the text, and something like that. After you have to think about the composition. This is some image I put like to show to people how you can generate some grid, but not only for the text and this stuff, but to place, for example, the important things of the photography, for example, the eyes and something like that. After, you have to make like the navigation, which is the elements who help you to guide you, like the page, the logo in few cases. After the first report, the special page, the section, the index, and to finish the cover, back cover, the paper, the bidding methods, and something like that. So, so that I was saying that, for example, yesterday I was saying that, for example, the eyes is on this point. Like you have 3 parts in photography, like 1, 2, 3. If you divide in 3 parts, and if we put the eyes on the top right, it's gonna be more attractive, no? Like your hair is gonna be directly here, and that I was doing yesterday, it's doing.
It's the rule of thirds, right?
Yes. This is.
Can you open just one of these images in Photoshop? Just a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the crop tool in Photoshop, there is actually the rule of thirds.
Yeah.
That can help. So maybe people in the chat understand better what we mean by the rule of thirds. Like if you take the crop tool. Yeah, there we go. Turn on the grids. Yeah, so rule of thirds. No, the rule of thirds. The first one. Okay. Now when you move the crop parts, you see the rule of thirds, and this is really useful for when you want to crop the image.
Yeah.
To put a part of the image into the detail.
For example, the eyes on this point is gonna be more attractive than here, no? Like if you put sometimes an element here, or if you, for example, you can put. Well, it depends. If you have all the body, for example, you can put the head on the first part and the body on the third part. It depends on your image. Okay. Up. So today, what we're gonna do, there is a lot of parameters that we saw yesterday and before yesterday about the magazine, and today I want to adapt this report about African fashion to a catalog, which is very different, because I designed all the magazine during these 2 days, but we will see that all the parameters that I told to you, like for example, all the white space, is not useful to make in a catalog. So before that, I want to show you some pictures about catalogs. To help you to see the form, the size now. you will see that it's very different, the grid system with the magazine now. So you have different size. This is from Hirma Boom, which is very, very little, you know, this is but it's one of better, the presentation after is gonna be more attractive now. And I wanted to show you this image to show you that the text has got a very growing importance, and they're not so much white space. It's complicated to put white space. So what I'm gonna do now is to create a new size. I'm gonna put it like 19 to 24, which is which gonna be more like this.
A little bit smaller than an A4.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna do 7 colors. I'm gonna do 6 because it's more later and it's more useful. I'm gonna let 15 in superior, 15 in the part, the bottom part. For the spine, I'm gonna let 13, it's sufficient. 15 to the exterior for the moment, yes. And as I told you yesterday, it's very important to let bloom.
The bleed.
The bleed, sorry. And I'm gonna do stuff like this. So I have some text here about African fashion. And sometimes I'm gonna come back to my magazine to show you like which is not the same things. For example, we see yesterday that in a magazine there is a different size of typography in function of your importance of information. So this is, for example, my theme, growing contemporary culture. I will choose like a new secondary cooperative typeface, which is Gotham. Up. And it's really important to work with the entire family of typography. For example, here I'm gonna find all the size of the typography. It's
all the cuts.
Yeah, it allows me to put different things and to manage my information. So very contemporary feature. This is my theme, so I'm gonna put like maybe 10. The title always have to be very important. African culture. So maybe I'm gonna put 20. Maybe 22.
Feel free to take some sweets here if you want.
Thank you. I'm not hungry for the moment.
Okay.
Okay. This is my introduction. For example, in my reportage, my introduction was there. I can play with my elements, but in the catalog, it's gonna be more strict.
So Mana says, yes, I will. I promise. I told you so.
Like 12, maybe.
So in this case, you've chosen to take an even number of columns.
Even?
Yes.
Yes, in this case, yes. Well, I wanted, I think it's not comfortable to work with 7 columns. And I think for a catalog, it's better to with 6, like Whisper. Okay. So now, for example, I can have my introduction. As I told before, I always keep the separation. Okay, and after I'm gonna put my texts up. Up. So I use the same basic fonts, which is Adobe Creative Cloud, and for my body text.
Somebody noticed that Alejandro Santa Croce is noticed that there is still the bacon brush in the libraries there. You can choose, but this is Michael's bacon brush. You can close the this one. Just drag it out, the panel. Just drag the panel out.
Yeah.
That out and close it. There we go.
Okay.
The bacon brush. The infamous bacon brush. I think Michael shared the bacon brush with all of you in the chat, and maybe he can put a link to the bacon brush again.
So, for example, here yesterday when I has like 3 columns. I have a specific justification, which were this one.
Yes, you changed that, you tweaked that.
Yeah,
yes.
well, here there is not. I don't know why. Well, but I wanted to show you that my zone it's a little bigger. So I'm not gonna have the same parameters. Put like okay, I'm gonna try.
There's a question from Diego. Victoria, do you usually read the text to take ideas about compositing, or put some images instead of others? Like how do you go into, do you read the text to get inspiration about how
yes,
you? Yes,
of course.
Yeah.
For example, this text I was like choosing before, and I was working to find this text, no? And after Africa's contemporary art scene and all this stuff gonna be accompanied by the photo. But as I love the photography, that I used to do, it's to choose the photography and after choose the article who comes after with this. But it has always to have a relation. If not, it couldn't function, no?
So me, for example, I did hundreds of books when I had my agency, and I have to admit, I never read the text. Never. For me, laying out text and images, like the text for me is just the gray area of the page, and I just want to make sure that there is no white going through the text and like rivers and things like that.
Yes.
So yeah, I have to admit, I never read the text.
You see that it's better now? It's more compact.
Yep.
I'm gonna test different things. Okay. After, if you're not sure, you can select back and see what are the difference now. Like for example, here nothing, but if I put there, yes, something, and I prefer putting like this.
Adam, that's right. Nobody reads the text anymore, just images and big titles.
Okay. So now what I have, it's to structure my information, the theme, the title, the introduction, the body text. So now I'm gonna create some style. For example, this, I'm gonna call him the theme.
That's exactly my point, Anastasia. I may read the book once it's printed. And as a designer, I never felt responsible for typos. That's really for the copy proofers and editors. That's their job. As a designer, I'm just my main mission is to make things look good.
Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is to put maybe, well, I'm gonna put first an images to the left. Images. So I'm gonna put like an horizontal images to begin my article, but I'm not gonna play comparison in yesterday with the breaking the boundaries with my grid system and something like that, because I told you before that a catalog has to be more strict now. So in my master page, what I'm gonna do is to create grids. Yes, grids.
The grids, yes.
Yeah. Like 5. It's gonna help me more to place my images.
Pearly cream cheese, yes, an error found after printing makes you look bad. This is why I never take responsibility for text. You know, I make it very clear. I'm not responsible for the text. That's what, you know, people do that for a living, to correct texts and find errors. But that's certainly not the designer's job, I don't think.
Okay, so this is a quote. I found about African culture that I want to highlighting. So I'm gonna put like bigger size of typography. For example, it could be like the introduction, but less big now. Like for example, 11. I'm gonna call it like the subquote, no?
Subquote, okay.
The subquote. It's the part I told yesterday about this. So, Gotham book, okay. Okay. And for example, yes. I don't like a lot this pictogram, so I used to see all the time if my typography propose another pictogram, no? If I can. Go down, yes. one.
Oh, Anya, I know you want subtitles for the German event, but that's not going to be possible. It's not going to be possible. Maybe I can have Michael sit there and like do subtitles on the fly. Would you do that for us?
Yeah, we improvise.
Yeah. Michael can improvise and just write something as we blab along in German.
So here, for example, I'm gonna touch the kerning, like here, for example, to not have my letters paste to my characters. Here I can do this too. Okay. And this, for example, I'm gonna reduce to maybe 9 points because it's not so important.
Alejandro, the application that I used in Illustrator, but you can also use it in Photoshop to create fonts, is called Font Self. Check it out. It's really cool. Now you can even do colored fonts like that are all colorful. A voiceover. Oh yeah, we can have Michael do the voiceover over.
Okay. So I always try to make good combination of colors with the photography. For example, I have green, important green, so I can put like, for example, pink or orange. It's gonna be a good combination. But blue, for example, not so good. Red could be nice too. So it's all the time trying and trying.
Yes, of course. It's like the complementary colors, you mean?
Yes, that's it.
Michael Zippel, hello from Berlin. Well, to my German friends here in the chat, be aware that next week we will have a 3-day stream on graphic design in German, starting on Tuesday. So check out adobelive.com, check out my Twitter. There's quite a few information about the stream. We're going to have some great guests like Sebastian Onufzak, Yvonne Moser, Heime Ulrich, and Lara Wilken. It's all going to be in German. This is why we're talking about the translation problem here. Many people, well, you can still watch it and, get somebody who knows German next to you that can translate stuff for you. But I think the cool thing about, this creativity and computer software is that you can actually see, like more or less what's happening, even if you don't understand the language necessarily. So
as I told yesterday, it's better to do this.
Yeah, space between the paragraphs instead of spaces.
Instead of this.
Yeah. Instead of using the return key.
Blah blah. Okay, so now, for example, I will retouch my typography after generating my grid system. What I can do, for example, here, as this is a little introduction about African culture, this is a text about the Lagos Photo Festival. So I can do a capital letter because it's like introducing the article. This is like the introduction or something like that. So I'm gonna try to do the capital letters.
The drop cap?
The drop cat. Okay.
So yes, by Civil, all videos are recorded, of course. They're all gonna be available on adobelive.com. There's a very handy and nifty little tab that says replays, and you can watch everything from these 3 days, these 3 incredible days of graphic design live from Paris this week. So you can watch the replays, and if they're not there anymore, you can always go to the Creative Cloud YouTube channel to check them out.
So always I increase my distance between the L, the capital letter, the drop letters.
The drop cap.
The drop cap, excuse me, and this. And after I'm gonna do. And up. I'm gonna reduce a little bit to introduce this word.
Yes, Cruise for Design. I think Sebastian will actually be using an English interface for the software, but will be talking about it in German. So that's meeting you halfway, right?
Okay, now I'm gonna put another image on my article. Okay.
You know, when you place the image, you can click and drag and put it exactly where you want, at the size you want.
Make the layer before.
No. Can you take the image again?
Okay.
Drag and drop it.
Yeah.
Okay, and now instead of clicking,
Yeah.
oops, you lost the page.
It's here.
Where is it?
Here.
Okay, yeah. Click and drag.
What is drag?
Click and move the mouse. Like that, the other way, the other way.
Okay.
No, in the 2 columns. So you have it the right size. Boom, let go.
Okay.
Done. Okay?
Nice.
Because I always see you place the big image
Yes.
and then zoom out and make it smaller.
Yes.
This way it's much simpler.
You're right. Okay, so now.
Now in this case it's not attached to any baseline grid. No baseline grid in this layout yet.
How do you say this?
This is...
Senior. It's when you do...
Oh, when you do the space around the image.
Yeah. So I made this.
Let me see, I can find the right... You go ahead, I'll find the right term.
Yeah. But this, it borrow me the fact that the text is...
Wraparound.
Wraparound, yes. I want to move the parameters. So I'm gonna see wraparound options,
Yes.
which is in window. And after only selecting my image, I can do like parameters, like for example this. And I'm gonna put like for example the size of my margin now. But here it's not. No, here no. For the other one, for the non-ones. It's a little bit where it is white, so at least I'm gonna change with this. Yeah, a little bit better. Okay. now what I see, it's like here, it miss a little bit of attraction now. So I'm gonna add another subquote. Okay. So I'm gonna put it like here, for example. Our subquote. This we put yet here, for example, about my Lagos photo.
Michael Zippel, I actually manage Creative Cloud evangelism, and I'm part of the community team, and we do a lot of stuff. Like streaming is just part of it, but we also do cool things like creative jams and talks and a whole bunch of stuff to, because we love creativity and we want to share creativity with everybody. Anastasia is asking, Victoria, what is your plan for the future in terms of career education after you graduate?
Good question. I want so much to work in an editorial agency, but it's a little bit difficult to find it in Barcelona. So maybe I'm gonna move. I'm gonna have my diploma, this year. Diploma year. So it's just finding a job now, but continue working for sure. Okay, up.
No, that's not Michael. That's not Michael whistling. That must be in the music. Yeah. Can you whistle, Michael? Yeah, you can. And in about 10 minutes, we're gonna do our first giveaway in this session. We're gonna give away a print of a beautiful poster. Have you already decided what poster it will be? Not yet. Hi from Haiti. Hey, Haiti. Yes, in the US we're doing like an enormous amount of creative jams. So look for creative jams. Maybe Michael, do we have a link for the creative jams? I don't know, just so that people can check out what a creative jam is and what type of stuff we do there. So check out the chat. We'll soon have a By Seville says, unfortunately in Germany a diploma for many jobs is a must. What do you think about that? Yeah, I don't know. I've hired both. People with diplomas and people without diplomas, because what ultimately matters is what you can do, and your design skills and your creativity. So I've seen incredibly talented people without a diploma, and incredibly talented people that did a diploma. Anya K, how does Michael look like? I don't know. So you haven't been following us for long because we switch like positions on this chair. Michael does 2 hours, Rufus does 2 hours, Michael does 2 hours again. Yeah, Michael says he looks like a mess, so this is why he will not appear on camera anymore tonight, because this is the night shift with Victoria and Rufus. And we don't have any audio. Yeah, like Michael didn't teach me how to do the audio thing, so
3 weeks of training.
3 weeks of training to make the echo.
Up. So always it's important to see the grid basic, and I'm gonna see in my preference what are the parameters. So yes, I'm gonna initiate at 0 with the super margin, and I'm gonna put 12 of increments because my leading is 12 for the body text, so it's gonna help me. And after, what I'm gonna do,
Yeah, John Mercado, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna make a little jingle that says the night shift. Just a button that I can press and it goes, the night shift. That's right, Anya. That's the way it works.
you know
How to?
like it adjusts automatically, but the option is not. You understand?
Yes.
Like it's not adjusted,
Uh-huh.
but if I want to put like in this with the arrow,
Oh, you know why? Oh, there you go. It did work. It just worked.
yeah, I have to do manually. Okay. I have it. Because normally, okay. Up.
Kokuma Wusi is online from Africa. So enjoying your layout.
Okay.
That's right, Anastasia. It's like radio all-nighters. And we sure are enthusiastic. We've just streamed 24 hours. Yes. By the end of this segment with Victoria, we will have streamed 24 hours over the 3 days. And we're still alive, Michael. Michael, maybe not. No. Yeah, Miss Sil, creative jams are indeed fun, and typically how it works, we have, like 10 teams working, and basically we give a topic for the creative jam, and the teams have 3 hours to produce something. So we do that, for photography, for design, for video sometimes, for UX design, and the results are always very, very incredible. And while designers participate in the Creative Jam, we have artists or designers from the area or famous designers come talk to the audience who is participating in the event. And it's a great, great way to get together.
So now I'm gonna do is to let some offsets to get, for example, more
contrast.
Less hard.
Oh, okay.
The contrary.
Okay, soften it.
Yeah, that's it.
Aloha, Shozi Kan from Hawaii. Love the flower.
So for example, now I put more luminosity and more offsets, and it's gonna be better. Now I have to put my image captions, so I'm gonna search it here. For example, what I do before is to manage my image caption. For example, for this image, it's here. So now we're gonna see how to manage the importance of the information. Yes, of the caption.
So as far as creative jams are concerned, I invite those of you who are interested in the creative jams to follow the hashtag creative jam. I think that's the safest way to know when something is happening.
There's a website now. On the website there are...
On the website. There we go. Oh, good. We just got the link here. AdobeCreativeJams.com. Hey Lex from Amsterdam. Oh, we have Gotti from Nigeria, and he loves what you're doing.
Thank you.
Misil, would you guys ever consider doing one in South Africa, say Cape Town? There is a huge focus on design and art. I've been to Cape Town quite a few times with Adobe, and also to Joburg, and we've done quite a few things there. Yeah, Design in Daba, I know that. But no plans in the near future to come to the southern tip of that great continent, which is Africa. So Calais, Victoria is French, but she's studying in Barcelona. She's in her last year.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you feel the pressure?
A little bit, yes, because I have the final project, which is very stressful and something like that. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do, it's here, for example.
We did some creative jams in Canada. We did. And probably we'll do some more.
Italy.
Vancouver twice.
Yeah, Vancouver twice, Montreal, Ottawa. So Count Zero, right now we're focusing a lot on schools. That's right, because right now is the very good time to visit schools, like right before the exams, but not close enough to the exams to disrupt the study flow. Yeah, anyone can go. Yeah, even if it's at a school or a university, anyone can go. Because there's a lot of room for our esteemed guests to listen to the creative talks and enjoy the results of the creative jam. Cleveland, of course. We've been to Cleveland. Oh yes.
You can check the
Yeah.
on the website. There is a Behance page.
Yep.
And
Check
then we see all the-
AdobeCreativeJams.com. There's a link to a Behance page where we actually keep all of the work neatly organized. And you'll see the variety of things that are being made.
So, as I do is like first I have the theme of the image, like for example having different perspective. Different perspective of the people. After I put the artist in bold with the Gotham, like I'm gonna create, like for example, author caption, and here there is the title of the project. Okay. Title, project. No, title, caption. And now I have. Okay.
So let's do our first giveaway in this segment. And basically, this is something that we talked about just, maybe 20 minutes ago. And some of you have actually been typing it in the chat. But what I want to know is, what is this grid, all these lines that are in the back of Victoria's layout? Don't say it.
No.
The first day, like I said, I asked the question and Victoria said the answer. So in the chat, please tell me how this grid is called. And basically, the way it works, we have an automated system called Nightbot, which is going to check for right answers in the chat and pick a lucky winner who will win a gorgeous print from one of the artworks that has been produced during this 3-day stream on graphic design here live from Paris on adobelive.com. So everybody should know as well that if you press the subscribe button and subscribe to the Creative Cloud YouTube channel, you have 5 times more chances to win in these giveaways. Gary the Grid. Okay. All right, we have a whole bunch of correct answers there. All right, Jesse, good for you. You've written a whole sentence. Very good. And very shortly, we will ask Nightbot to pick a winner out of all of you who have given us the correct answer here in the chat. Do you have problems with fonts?
At first, yes.
Okay.
If I have another problem, is that yes, I have. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Okay.
And the winner is Yorgos Hatsikelis. You win a print. So Yorgos, what you need to do is to tell us here in the chat your Twitter handle or any way that we can contact you to provide you with all of the information you need to claim your prize. So Yorgos, congratulations.
Okay, so now I'm gonna do. Okay, I want, for example, to put the caption of this image, but it's gonna be too impact, no?
Yes.
Too heavy.
Yes.
If I put there, so I'm gonna put here, but I'm gonna specialize above or bottom, no? This is things you have to do in editorial a few times.
All right, here we have Yorgos's Twitter handle. Yay! Congratulations. We have one more giveaway during this this segment, and it's going to be in about 50 minutes. We're going to be giving away a 1-year subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud so that you can enjoy the benefits of Creative Cloud for an extra year. A full year of InDesign, Illustrator, Photoshop, Premiere, Audition, Muse. I don't even know. What? Really? Yorgos, you're lucky. You've been following us for an extremely long time. So yes, I was just told that you won something like more than a year. No, a year ago almost. Yeah, a year ago while we were streaming live from the OFF conference in Barcelona. Where, by the way, we met Victoria.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm gonna save it.
I forgot so many apps, Gerald, that yes, of course, there's Adobe XD as well.
Above. Okay. One. And a bit bottom. Up.
Epharisto, yes, that's Greek. Thank you. Thank you to you, Yorgos.
So above the bottom, I'm gonna put it like in Gotham 2, like the secondary typography. I'm gonna put it in uppercase, but I'm gonna reduce at 7. It's legible, it's okay. Maybe in bold because okay, got a bold. It's gonna be. I'm gonna show you the results of the caption.
I don't remember Luke.
Okay. It's gonna look like this. Maybe it's better. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna continue my my catalog, and after I will correct the little things like the line and something like that. It's better to continue and show you.
All right. So maybe while you do that, I promised the chat that I would show them how to do nested styles. Okay.
Yes.
So I might show that for a second.
For the caption, it would be nice.
It would be great for the caption, Victoria. Let me go. Wrong window. Okay, here we go. So basically, my friends here in the chat, what I wanted to show you is, how nested styles work. So basically what I did is... Yeah, you're gonna watch this? Okay, great. So basically what I did is create a whole bunch of paragraph styles, all right? Because I want to... Not character styles, sorry, because I want this to be bold, for example. So let me open my character styles here. I want bold and small caps, and I want maybe this to be in italics, and this I want to be small. No? Small text. Okay, so I created all of these styles, all right?
Perfect.
So I'm going to do Command Z, Command Z, Command Z. And basically what I'm going to do now is open, actually I'm going to create from scratch a new paragraph style, all right? So let me select all, basic paragraph style. It is not styled right now. So I'm going to create a new paragraph style, which I'm going to call, which one is it? This one? Yeah, maybe. I'm going to call it nested for the chat. Oh, nested for the chat. Oh, what's happening here? Nested. Oh wow, something is really happening here. Wait, just a second. Nested. Okay, something was nested for chat. Okay, now let's click OK for a second. And I've applied that style already here. Okay. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave it to the basic paragraph style for a second here. And maybe just select the first line and apply nested for chat just to the first line. And pull that out for a second. And now I can deselect everything because I can open my paragraph style. And down here is drop caps and nested styles. Okay.
In Spanish?
In Spanish,
I don't know. Well,
okay, we'll see after. And basically the way it works is right here in this window, nested style. So I say, okay, let's use a new nested style. And I want to use the bold and small caps, okay, character style. And I'm gonna turn on preview here. Okay, so as soon as it's deselected, it's okay. And I want to include the comma, okay?
Ooh.
So I said, okay, through, which means including, or up to, not including.
Okay.
So through, and I can say here, comma.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and this is invalid number. Wait, let me just select something here. Characters. Okay, and I'm gonna say at the first comma, and as soon as I deselect, boom, it does this.
Wow.
Okay, then I say, all right, and now I new nested style after that, and I want it to be italics, including the point. All right, so through. I'm not gonna, in here there's a whole bunch of things. You can do a whole sentence, a bunch of characters, letters, or even special markers. So let me go to the character again. I'm gonna say through the first full stop. And when I deselect that, boom, this is now in italics. And now I want the city and the country small. I'm gonna add a new nested style and say I want the small text character style all the way through the end style character, end nested style character. All right, and when I deselect this, it does this. Okay, so I'm going to say okay to that. And the benefit of it, of course, is that I can select a whole bunch of text like this and say this is nested for chat. Boom.
Wow.
Okay, so I can apply
Nice.
character styles like cascading. Okay, and I can have a real logic behind that. Do you like that, guys? Does that make sense? Let me show you. I'm gonna put everything back to basic paragraph, and basically what I can do is select the whole text, say this is nested for the chat, and boom, I'm done. Okay, and
Nice.
it doesn't matter how many words or letters or whatever. I can just give it the specific marker, so that makes it super fast. Another thing that I wanted to show everyone, I'm gonna create a new document here. I'm gonna close the paragraph styles for a second. Put it in here. Is ways. Let me just go here. Okay, here I have some images that I took with Hipstamatic. I don't know if people still use Hipstamatic. Does Hipstamatic still exist? All right, so I'm gonna select, I don't know, maybe 12 images. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 images. I'm gonna take all of these images and actually before I do that, let me go back here for a second. Let me show you this. When you create image boxes, what you can do while you drag it, you can use the left arrow to add boxes,
Wow.
the up arrow to add boxes like this, okay?
No way. I didn't
And then
know.
when you let go, you have all of these image boxes already, okay? And that way, when you take all of your images here and drag them into your InDesign document, you can use the place gun then. Maybe I did that wrong. Let me just do that again. Okay, now I got them. Oh, come on.
But just you.
Oh, maybe here. No? Why is it not working now? Come on. I want to drag these images in. What happens?
Ah.
Huh? Okay, let's try again. Okay, something is not importing there. But anyway, we can do the same thing if I delete these images and I take these images here inside of my document. Yeah, good glitch. Let me just quit out of InDesign. Let's not save that for a second. Don't save. And up, and up, and create. Quit unexpectedly. That's why. Ignore that. So I'm gonna go to InDesign, reopen it. And it saved my documents. So let's see if I still have these boxes. Let's see if it takes it now. Where is it? Here. Take my images, drag and drop them. Okay, now you see, now I can simply go here
Wow.
and go, okay, these are my images, okay? And just simply drag and drop them like this. And when I select everything, I can then fit all of the images in it and boom, I'm done, okay? But it gets even better because what I can do also is take all of these images and let me take 12, I want an even number. Drag and drop them over to InDesign, okay? And as I drag, I can say, okay, I want 4 columns like this, okay? And when I let go, boom.
Wow.
Okay, it places all of the
Perfect.
images and they're there for me to use. And then I can put them inside of my grid. I can make my layout. Oops, wrong thing here. Wrong thing. Okay, so that makes everything, using my smart guides, it makes it so much easier. Okay,
so much easier.
yeah.
Very nice tip.
So basically what we've seen is how to quickly place images using the grid, and also how to create these nested styles, which I've promised you guys in the chat I would show you. And this is really a time saver here. All right, let's move back to Victoria.
Well, I
And
was
see
listening.
what's happening there. Ah, yes, you were listening, so you weren't doing anything.
So
that's fine.
now I'm gonna continue my article.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna put like an introduction, of the other page now. Okay. You know why, Rufus?
Mm-hmm.
You know why it can't, like, you know, the column doesn't appear, you know?
What do you mean?
Mon repère, il n'apparaît pas.
Où ça?
Quand je mets ça.
Oh, because it's not sticky? Probably because, let's go to the...
Because look, here,
Mm-hmm.
Guías Inteligentes, it's here.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Maybe it doesn't say snap to guides. Go back into the guides. Ajustar a guías. Okay, now it should work.
Yeah, no, okay, perfect.
Snap to guides.
Up.
Alberto, there will be one more giveaway. We gave away the poster, but there will be one more.
So I'm gonna put all these texts in this 4 column with the same parameters of my body texts, which is here, body texts. And what I'm gonna do, it's to generate my paragraph. I'm trying to finish this page. Okay, so now, okay, up. So what is usually in a catalog is to have like a footer when you can make, for example, a grid. How I can, like a calendar,
Calendar.
a timeline.
Okay.
Yes. So it could enter with my article about some dates, some key dates about contemporary photographs, African, no? So what I'm gonna do is to let all this space for my timeline, which I'm gonna do after.
Okay.
So I decide to use my grid to put all this part the timeline. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do.
That's a good question, Jeanette. Is the Twitter contest still open? Yes, it is. We will select 10 lucky winners. What will the winners win? Oh, we will have 10 lucky winners. So basically the way it works is, of course, you post your artwork to Twitter or Instagram using the Adobe Live hashtag. And we've seen incredible pieces of design over the 3 days following that hashtag. Some of them we've even opened with our guests and gave some constructive feedback. And basically what we'll do tomorrow is select 10 lucky winners out of all of you who over the 3 days have submitted their designs using the Adobe Live hashtag. So there you go. Adobe Creative Cloud contest. Oh, share your graphic design artwork and get a chance to win a CC subscription. Share it on Twitter or Instagram, adding the hashtag Adobe Live. So that's an answer to you. Jeanette. I had to go back up.
So, as I told before, it's important to make good combination of color. For example, I have this cyan blue. I think it's gonna be, it's gonna be okay to put like orange now.
Orange is beautiful with blue.
Yeah.
Good luck, Nadine, then.
I use your technique now. Okay.
I'm reloading Twitter. Let's see what's happening in the Adobe Live hashtag world. Let me browse back an hour or so ago. And surprise, surprise, I'll also reload Instagram with the same hashtag. And we'll have a quick look at what you guys have been posting. So let me go to the last one I've seen. Actually, let's start with Instagram for a second. And we have a nice illustration by Moon Graphics. I like that. You've been using the blend tool in Illustrator to create the shapes of leaves. I love it. It gives it this nice and light effect to it and transparency. I love it. Moon Graphics, great. Well done. Last of my line series this week. Can you feel the wind in the fronds? I created this while participating in Adobe Live. Yes, we can feel it. Moon Graphics, we do. Okay, here's from Also XP. The Bubble full project planets Adobe Live, using some nice blends and gradients in the planets. I particularly like the ones that have little things around them. I don't know the planetary name for that. Detail of a poster from a while back. Okay, this wasn't the final, but I still like it. The annual Gladys Greenbaum Myers 39 Student Art Exhibition. You know what I like here is how you extended the letters, like using these lines, and also in the rounder letters like the J and the U. It gives it quite some dynamism that I really like. Thank you, RSO Design. This, I don't know what this is. Kettlebellshop.de. Oh, maybe the logo here. I don't get it. Maybe it's a hijack. It's a hijack of the Adobe Live hashtag. Ooh. Pierre Baumann, fine blended Bezier drink. Adobe Illustrator 30 years. Very nice. Yes, very nice. I like that. I like how you created the label on the bottle. I feel like I want to taste that drink, the 30 years of Illustrator. And you know what? I really also enjoy how you did that Bezier line. This is very subtle because it's only 2 points and the Bezier handles. Love it. A fine blended Bezier drink. Well done, Pierre. CIA Design has been playing around with the blend tool, and that's how he created this number 30. Oh wow, you listened to the feedback before and actually made the letters behave slightly differently. Now I think adding this grit is a little bit too much right now. It almost looks like charcoal. I would like to go back to the clean previous version, but with the number 30 coming out of the logo. Looks great. And DS Design Studio. That's the cover for a magazine, I guess. Yeah. Redesigned. Okay, bakery redesigned. I like it. Yeah, it's tasty. Let me see if there's some other things. Oh, well, now we're coming. Oh, maybe that was an older one. All right, so this was the most recent here from CIA Design. Let's move over to Twitter. Here we have some illustrations by Ronaldo Serrano. Adobe Live work in progress cover magazine. I like it. How the dog is, you know, and those of you who follow me on Twitter and Facebook or Instagram, you know that I love dogs. So I enjoy this dog on the couch. I like the illustration. It's very simple yet effective. And also the color choices are interesting. Oh, and Adobe InDesign tweeted us. Look, you see, with your magazine here. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Victoria Ivaldy is sharing how she's getting her project ready for print. Okay. Oh, Adobe CC. All right, Michael Misil. Hey, Misil. Fantastic. Created. Thank you to all the guests and hosts. Yeah, this looks great. Yeah, I love it.
Maybe too much shadow, no?
This one down here, yeah. I think. Yeah, I mean there's more shadow here at the bottom than at the beginning. I think that's maybe it looks kind of weird. That's a good observation, Victoria. Maybe if the shadow was a bit closer to the elements, this sauce, I don't know, would not look so far away from the paper. But I think you have a sketch here as well. That's great. You know, that I'd really love to see the process, guys. So when you share like a sketch and how the sketch then turns into an illustration, that's really great. Thank you, Michael. Bodoni. Adobe CC. Oh, okay. So that's a cover you did for to showcase Bodoni. Okay. Okay. That, I mean, it's very nice how you separate the letters and things, but I think, you know, that Giovanni Battista Bodoni would not be too happy with the letters all close together, and then Bodoni like so spaced out. So I would try to find another solution for that. I'm pretty sure there's like also the spacing between the letters here is really too much, I think. And I know that what you're trying to use as many Bodoni styles as possible on this cover. But yeah, I wouldn't exaggerate in the number of styles that you use on this cover. I really like this, and you know how you spelled out the whole alphabet here. It feels like Bodoni, except this part. Okay, this part is kind of bothers me with all that spaces and crunched up letters. Thank you, Yorgos. Here we go. Anastasia did an alphabet backward whip from digital to analog. So okay. These brush strokes by the Georgian alphabet were designed in Illustrator and cut out for stencils. Very nice.
Very nice.
Yep. There's so much to learn about the world. I love all these. Oh wow! And there's even a poster.
Wow.
Well, thank you, Anastasia. Okay, then we have the blended drink again, which we saw on Instagram. We already saw this. Fun with Photoshop Fix. Great. This is something that we did 2 weeks ago in San Francisco using the mobile apps. And sharing this good old illustration for Adobe Live contest, Adobe Live, Adobe Chat. And this is a gummy bear. I wonder why you chose the gummy bear, Samantha Ortiz. Probably because I'm eating them right now. So is Victoria. Well, thank you guys for sharing. Thank you so much. Let's move back to Victoria and see what's happening here on her catalog layout.
Yes, I had all the caption. My catalog, it's a building, but there is a lot of typography things to correct. But I prefer to generate like my timeline before. But it's building. Okay. what I'm gonna do, it's to make the first
C'est le moment que t'es allé de travers?
Je sais pas.
So Michael, can you remind me what the next live stream in English is about in 2 weeks? Oh, t-shirt illustration. We're gonna have a whole bunch of very talented guests who will design t-shirt art, which will be printed right there and then in the studio in San Francisco. Ah, nice. Very interesting project, Anastasia. Thank you for sharing. So Diego, yeah, the text, you know, but it's really hard for Victoria to place the text on the baseline because
After.
yeah, this is something that she would probably do after.
Yeah, I prefer to show you the timeline and after correct
Okay.
other things, to be perfectionist and correct this, and after have only 2 pages now. It's better for you to show you the being perfectionist in my free time now. Okay.
And for those of you who are in Germany on next Tuesday, that's actually on Valentine's Day, February the 14th, we're gonna share a lot of love with our German friends on February the 14th, because we're gonna be streaming 3 days live here on adobelive.com in German, auf Deutsch. 3 Tage auf Deutsch mit super Gästen wie Sebastian Onufzak, Lara Wilken, Yvonne Moser, Helme Ulrich aus der Schweiz. Der wird uns ein wenig zeigen, wie InDesign funktioniert. Super Content. Nächste Woche, Dienstag bis Donnerstag, 8 Stunden pro Tag von 10 Uhr bis 18 Uhr. 3 Tage Grafikdesign und Printdesign auf adobelive.com. So good question by Sibyl. The live stream in German will be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central European time. So we will not be doing the night shift next week because we don't need to.
So, for example, for my grid, I'm gonna put like I don't have all the information of my timeline, so it's just for showing you like how you can do, but I'm not gonna put true content.
No.
The other, it's true content and it have a relation, but this not. So I'm gonna do blah blah blah. Voilà.
Oh, Brent Bates has a serious, important question.
Ooh.
I'm all ears, Brent. It sounds like you're gonna drop a bomb or something. I hope not. Serious, important question. Can't wait. KyoTube, I've been working on a MacBook Pro for, I'd say, the past 15 years. I do everything on my MacBook. In my office, I have an extra screen, a big screen. So I have 2 screens, and it does everything I need to do. But then again, I don't do heavy videos and stuff like that.
So it's the image I used yesterday for my magazine to show you how can I adapt it to my catalog. So you can see that it's very, very different, and it has more relation. No, it's more strict.
Yes,
I'm gonna say.
So I'm gonna read what Brent says. I don't ever plan to leave Adobe as a program. Okay, thank you. I use them all day, every day. But in terms of tablets, I do find myself using Procreate much more. However, Adobe has not left my process at all. Yes. So what is your question? Is Adobe working on tablet drawing applications in terms of functionality? Well, we have 2. We have Photoshop Sketch. I just feel slightly limited in Photoshop Sketch. Well, we continuously, of course, work on these applications, and Photoshop Sketch is great for creating work that is pixel based, but we also have Adobe Illustrator Draw, which is an application that lets you draw on your tablet, creating vector art. So, and you know, the cool thing with Photoshop Sketch and Illustrator Draw is that you simply hit that button and say send to Illustrator or send to Photoshop, and it's boom, right there, magically. You know, so magically that I have to say Adobe Cadabra every time I do it. Do you know Adobe Cadabra? you have to say Adobe Cadabra every time you do something cool nice. in an Adobe app. Adobe Cadabra.
Adobe Cadabra.
Adobe Cadabra. Like this. Do you use dynamic captions, Victoria? Alexandre is asking.
It's like what you showing?
Like captions coming automatically, magically out of the images. Well, that only works, my friends, when you have the metadata in the pictures actually filled in correctly. Basically, what InDesign can do is take the metadata, like the metadata is data inside of the data. So basically, it's text data that's inside of the image. But somebody has to put it in. So, you know, like, for example, name of photographer, copyright, subject, and stuff like that. And InDesign is capable of sucking all that information out of the images automatically. And, but no, actually, it's great to know that it's there, because most images do have metadata. Especially if you buy them, if your photographer does his job properly, or if you buy them off a stock, like Adobe Stock, for example, there is some metadata in there.
So what I'm going to show you is that in my magazine, my navigation, it's like, it's like my page is on the bottom, to the left or to the right, not to the middle. And after I have like some navigation with a glyph. But for my catalog, I'm gonna do my page in the center, in each page, and not in the left or in the right, because it's gonna be, the spine gonna be very big, because it's gonna be like 200 pages or 150. So it's useful to put it like or in the top or in the bottom, but in the center it's gonna be useful. So what I'm gonna do is to pick this.
That's right, William. Metadata, or XMP, like Alexandre just said, like XMP, Extended Metadata Platform. I think that's what XMP stands for. Is super, super useful.
So I'm gonna put the page, so I'm in the master page, excuse me. I'm gonna select the number, and I think everybody know how to make, but I'm gonna show you again. You can put text, insert special characters, mark address, marker, and actual page number, and you are the page. For example, 2, 4, and that's. So I'm gonna duplicate it.
So basically the dynamic captions work that instead of having to type the title, name of photographer and things like that, it's all data that comes directly out of the image, out of the metadata, and you can leverage that directly to create a caption. And if you change the image, in your layout, and that other image has a different caption, it'll automatically update. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool.
And for example, to my magazine, it was important to introduce my article to make a great aperture. With the catalog, it's totally different. Never I'm gonna do an aperture like this. And you're gonna see, for example, the difference between the magazine and the catalog, because the contents of the magazine, it's all the actuality. Each month you're gonna have all the actuality, but the catalog, you keep it all your life. It's gonna be information that is gonna be valuable 10 years after now or something like that. So it's gonna be more strict, and my aperture of my big reportage, for example, African fashion could have, for example, 20 pages, not only 2. So what I'm gonna do, it's simply, maybe like this, up, make, up, muestras. Use this color. Respect the blade up all the time. And with my grid, begin to play.
Alberto, if you want to export an Illustrator file as just one object, what I would do is just save the file as a PDF. Well, although when you save as a PDF, you can choose to include layers or not. So, because that's also interesting, because in the PDF you can have layers, and you can turn layers on and off. That's cool for InDesign documents. That's cool for Illustrator documents. But that's a pretty safe way to flatten everything. A PDF for print. Yes, guys, people in the chat, this is the night shift with Victoria and Rufus. For the last time this week, together creating live on adobelive.com. Ooh, we have our last giveaway. Are these stereo, these microphones? Like if I go, ooh. No, I don't think so, right? Okay, so no stereo effect. I really have to learn how to...
You can.
Yeah, I know, but never mind.
You can put it here.
Oh, let's...
Show you on the table.
Yeah, here, on the mixer here.
One track.
Second
On
track.
the bottom, second button.
This one here?
No,
This one?
this one.
Okay.
And you go,
All right.
And you go left to right.
All right. So those of you who have everything on stereo, you will hear me left and right. And because we're going to be doing the giveaway of a 1-year subscription to the Adobe Creative Cloud. So, as is our custom, because this is the last stream of the 3-day stream that we're doing with Victoria, I want everybody in the chat to say something to Victoria, possibly something kind. Yeah.
I'm gonna look so.
Yeah. So we want whatever you say to include the word Victoria, and this is what our good friend Nightbot will pick up to pick a lucky winner here in the chat. And remember that if you subscribe wherever it is, below here somewhere, to the Creative Cloud YouTube channel, you have 5 times more chances to win in these giveaways that we do. So Kayo Tube said Victoria is Awazoan. Probably you wanted to scream to write awesome. Yeah, you see? You inspire me. Lovely guest and artist. Victoria's victory. Victoria's great. Victoria rocks. Victoria Ivaldy, you're perfect.
Very talented designer. Awesome, amazing. I love you, Victoria.
See? Can you
I'm
feel the
so
love?
happy.
Can you feel the love? Yes? This is love coming from all over the world, from the Americas, from Asia, from Australia, from
So
all
sweet.
continents except Antarctica. I guess, unless somebody here in the chat can tell me, no, I'm in Antarctica.
Victoria is the best.
Oh, Anastasia wishes you
know
many
a lot,
fruitful
thank
work
you.
and a lot of inspiration. Oh.
Victoria has secrets.
Yeah, Victoria has secrets.
Best designer ever.
Oh, creative agency is from Antarctica. Yes, of course you are. All right. I think
Thank you.
we can now ask Nightbot to select a lucky winner in all of these great things you're saying about Victoria. Remember, the keyword is Nictoria. Victoria.
Wow.
No, I was reading Nightbot and Victoria together, and it became Nictoria. Oh God, yeah. This is what happens to your mind after 24 hours of streaming about graphic design.
Yeah, I understand.
And I like that graphic element that you're creating at the bottom, like this timeline kind of thing with the
Yeah.
dates and stuff.
It would be nice to complete it with true dates, but well.
Yeah, Ronaldo, Nictoria. Yes, because Nightbot, Victoria, and Rufus messing up his words in his brain. Yes, this is what the night shift does to your brain. Absolutely. Oh, and greets from West Friesland. Nictoria. Oh, Nictoria became a hashtag. Okay. All right. Let's pick a lucky winner. Nightbot and oh, now Michael is whistling now. Diego Bionda. You've won the giveaway. So Diego, what you need to do is to leave us a message here in the chat with your Twitter handle or any way that we can contact you privately to provide you with all of the information you need to claim your prize. You've just won yourself a 1-year subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud. Congratulations, Diego.
I have time to show something on Lightroom? Or?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
If it's installed on that machine, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Ah, yes? Okay. No, it's not there. Yeah. Let's install it quickly. So, let's install live apps. Lightroom. Here we go. Install. Oh, okay. Shh. Okay. Ah, that's a password to the computer. I thought.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was your Adobe ID, you know.
And after?
Oh, Diego Bionda just published his Twitter handle.
Yeah.
Got it.
An astuce too, it's to go to the color.
Mm-hmm.
Adobe color window.
Yes.
And for example, I'm gonna select this color. And if it's coming,
let me see if Creative Cloud is syncing right now. Oh, this is downloading. Okay.
maybe I can go to internet.
What is this?
I don't know.
Is this on the screen? Ah, yeah, it is.
It's
no.
when it's charging.
This here? This is a messy. I don't know what this is. Yeah.
Well,
So, okay.
it was this.
Okay, here you go.
Okay. So now I can put my color, which is the color of my photography, and I can see what are the complementarious, what are the monochrome, and if I have, for example, I can select this color directly up and put it, for example, here. It's gonna be more harmonious than mine now. Like this was mine.
Mm-hmm.
This the new function.
Can we go back to that window a second?
To
the color window?
Yeah.
Because it's doing that again. Oh, okay. Reloading, refreshing. Because you can save these color themes. Like as a triad or...
And after having it in my temas, no?
Yeah.
In your theme.
Or if you want complementary colors, that's super useful as well.
Yeah.
You can go in here and like make a...
reduce the saturation, the luminosity.
some of the colors, but you know, have these two colors complementary to these ones. And then you can
explore
save those. Yeah.
You can explore like some themes, for example, purple, Halloween, spring, or a lot of things like that. And what about Lightroom? Maybe I will not have the time. No, I don't think so.
No. Okay.
43, no. Well, for the moment.
Can you do it in Photoshop?
Well, it was for showing like parameters in Lightroom.
Such as?
Changing the colors.
Yes. Okay.
And having a special parameters.
Yes, you have all of that. Camera raw.
But you can change the... okay.
Yes? Okay, so open the image in Photoshop and I'll show you how.
Okay. My benchmark is to get the same identity, for example, this and this, to have the same tone, the same...
Okay.
Well, same tone, no, the same luminosity and saturation. Okay, so I'm gonna Okay.
Okay. So basically what you can do is, okay, so here in the layers panel, we can say, okay, filters, camera raw filter. And basically what you get here is all of the things that you have also in Lightroom.
Yeah.
Like
but
the parametrics, the sharpening.
Maybe here, yes. Okay. So okay, it's not the same, but maybe here. Okay. Because just on the bottom of Lightroom there is things that you can change directly the colors. But with this it's a little bit more directly, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but it could be nice 2 days to do something. But now it's a bit.
Stasio, I think if in Poland it's midnight right now, I think your clock is 8 minutes ahead of the rest of the world. Yes, because in 8 minutes it's going to be midnight here in Paris. Good night, Stasio. We're going to be saying good night to everybody quite soon.
Yeah, that's it. So before to go, I want just to show you. So, for example, some key points. Now, for the magazine, always before a report, you have to do an attractive aperture. Like for example, playing with the grid system, make a good combination of the photographies, the colors, and the typography. After, you can make like a grid system that you imagine and play with the colors. You can make like cottage grid, and introducing like some advertising. And as you can see, there is a lot of yes, in my edit, but my catalog, it has a grid more clean. The text has to be more, the structure has to be more squared, and it has to be more compact, like and doing more importance in the text and in the information, because the information has to be real information and not nothing like that. But maybe what I will doing, it's this. Up.
All right, before we leave this night shift, this last night shift of this incredibly inspiring 3 days of graphic design here on adobelive.com, let me just talk to you a little bit about what's coming up. So next week we have our stream in German coming here on adobelive.com from Tuesday to Thursday, von Dienstag bis Donnerstag, 10 Uhr bis 18 Uhr, Deutschlandzeit. Und da werden wir auch Deutsch reden mit deutschen Gästen. And then the week after, so in 2 weeks, we have a stream live from San Francisco with Michael Shays and Paul Trani, who are going to be hosting guests that will be doing designs for t-shirts. And the cool thing is that we have a t-shirt printer there, and we're going to be printing t-shirts as the art is being made. And then are you going to be sending out these t-shirts as prizes or stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So T-shirts. Oh, I think it's a cat song again. So in the so next week in German, the week after in English from San Francisco. And remember, we do these 3-day streams in English twice a month. Okay, the first week and the third week of the month. No, is it? Oh, I don't know. I'm just talking like the first week and the third week of each month. More or less. Anyway, check out adobelive.com for the exact schedule of whatever's coming next. All right. And subscribe to the Creative Cloud YouTube channel so that you're always alerted when we go live, because we go live a lot. We go live on YouTube. We go live on Facebook. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening. And thank you all in the chat for reaching out to us, for sticking with us, for many of you for the whole 3 days. As some of you have found out, it pays to follow here in the chat, to be present, and to win some cool stuff. So thank you all for coming. Good night, Alberto. Good night, Nadine. Good night, Diego. Good night, everybody. And I think, did I forget anything, Michael? You know, it's a night shift, so my brain is mushy. I may have forgotten something. No? Next week in German, 2 weeks in San Francisco in English. Wow, Victoria, any last words?
I was like just showing that the rules, no?
Mm-hmm.
We talked before, like respecting this. Just I will I show you like all the elements are okay. And after it's gonna be voilà.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Victoria, what can I say? Thank you for doing the night shift with us.
You're welcome.
You know, from 10 p.m. to midnight here, Paris time. I know it's a stretch. It's
no.
I know
it's
you're used to the nightlife in Barcelona. You go out late. I'm not used to it, so my brain is mushy. Like Victoria's all happy about that, right?
I'm young and I can
meaning that I'm old, but
no.
All right.
Yes,
thank you.
It's good to sleep.
So Victoria, thank you for being with us these 3 days.
You're welcome.
And I hope to see you maybe in Barcelona at the OFF conference.
Yes, I hope to come.
And this here is Michael. So here we go. Yep. And bye everyone in the chat, and see you next week in German, and in 3 weeks here live from Paris again. Bye bye.
Ciao.